on. Action figures shine like the break of dawn. Collectors gather around, any drink will do. Pick a fight club, we welcome you. We welcome you. Raise your drinks up high, let's cheers. You're among collectors and like-minded peers. From stores to conventions, we take you backstage, exploring figures from modern day to the Stone Age. Join the club, the fight is on. Action figures shine like the break of dawn. Collectors gather around, any drink will do. Pick a fight club, we welcome you. Welcome to FigureFightClub, where collectors come to play. Discussions from Valorverse to hot toys shaped by collecting weight. Pour a drink for yourself, collect your thoughts. Join us on this journey and action-packed talks. In the club, the fight is on. Action figures shine like the break of dawn. Collectors gather around, any drink will do. In FigureFightClub, we welcome you. Welcome with the club, with the club. Welcome with the club, with the club. Raise your drinks up high, let's cheers. You're among collectors and like-minded peers. From stores to conventions, we take you backstage, exploring figures from modern day to the Stone Age. In the club, the fight is on. Action figures shine like the break of dawn. Collectors gather around, any drink will do. In FigureFightClub, we welcome you. Welcome with the club, with the club.
What's up? Welcome to episode 9 of FigureFightClub. I am Abi. I'm one of your hosts. Let me go ahead and bring out my co-host, Brandon, aka Killustrated.
Believe me when I say that FOMO's a bitch. Did you see the proportions on this?
I'm here.
What
is up? What's going on?
How you doing?
Your sound effects are so and off.
I need to start
That's
fading
funny.
them out. I don't have a fade
that's-
button.
It's funny.
I'm not fancy.
You got to do it in pre-production.
Pre-production. Yeah, I'll work on that. We have a great show for you guys tonight. We have Jason from Spero Toys. He's out there in the back room. We're going to go over AWOK and we're going to go over Bushido, which I'm pretty excited. Did something just fall? You all right there?
It was nothing.
It was nothing. Let's go ahead and bring out Jason from Spero.
What up?
What's up, man?
How
you doing?
I'm good. How are y'all?
I'm doing well. I guess before we kind of get into it, I want to thank everyone for jumping in and watching us. We truly appreciate it. And hello to everyone in the chat.
What up?
I'm not going to go through every name like all the other places do. I'm just going to say hello. How are you guys doing, man?
What's up?
What's up? How's it going? How's your week?
Good. It was good. How about y'all's?
Good, man. It's been it's Friday, right? So I'm happy about that. Finally get a chance to chill. Tomorrow is the Royal Rumble, so I'm kind of excited for that.
Yes.
It's a wrestling thing.
Are you watching that at your house? What are we doing?
I have the kids by myself, but yeah, sure.
We can lock them outside or something.
No.
They can go play. Oh no, it's gonna be like nighttime and dark out.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you, man?
Me?
Any big plans for the weekend? Yeah.
I'm actually doing Paint Masters all weekend, so
Okay.
should be fun.
Nice.
It's pretty relaxing. It's a good kind of chill type of situation, so I'm looking forward to that.
Nice. Okay. All right. I guess we'll just get started. What do we have for first? Pickups. Does anyone want to showcase any pickups?
Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff in. Like, I'd pre-ordered a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
And it's funny because I saw these at Walmart, our local Walmart recently. I already kind of added battle damage and stuff to them. But
I was going to say that
yeah.
doesn't look like that.
Right? Yeah, I kind of made them look like the movie as much as I could, without making them not look like factory toys.
Okay.
So this is like my big bad toy pickups. I actually got 3 of these guys.
Nice.
I've got like 5 of them now, so it's a great. Just a great army builder figure. Dan Mitchell actually did this full figure, so if you like the figure, cool. Dan did that one. Cool. And then these are my local pickups. I got this guy from the new Captain America movie. I don't know who he is. I don't care who he is, but I figured he'd be like a good kind of foil to fight the G.I. Joe Birdman guy.
Yep.
What's his name? I don't know his name, but I figured it'd be like a good kind of counter fight for that.
I'm just gonna call him Falcon.
Yeah. And then the last thing I picked up, I thought this was really cool. This is an indie toy company. This is the RoboForce figure from Mezco. Okay. So it's really kind of cool and surreal to see indie toys at Walmart. Like, who would have thought? They've got the biker mice, which I actually did paint masters for, and their packaging.
Nice.
They have some of those there. I want to pick those up, but I haven't had a chance yet. So that's pretty much my pickups.
Okay, nice haul there, man.
Thanks. Yeah.
Brendan, I'm gonna go over to you.
I tried to get pickups. I wouldn't know, dude. I've been trying to give Target my money so hard, and the past 3 times I've been there, I'm just like, just give me something. I need nothing. Just,
what's up with their distribution? Like, it's like, come on, like.
Yeah, I mean, so I look at it like, hey, nothing I need, money saved. So I just, but then I'm also like, well, I have money, so I just order more stuff online. But it's not here. It won't be here till tomorrow, so that's very inconvenient.
You're right. Well, at least you'll have it for Tuesday.
Yeah. So I got nothing.
So Ish has a question for you, Jason. What is Paint Masters?
So Paint Master is the sample that we send off to the factory. Typically, you do 3 Paint Masters, 1 for yourself, 1 for the factory, and then 1 for your project manager, or you can kind of use it to bring to conventions to show off the proof of concept. It's basically so that, whenever the factory is looking at the model and they're like, hey, what do you think of this nose? And you're like, well, that doesn't look like it. Let's all consult the model that we did. And they can kind of see like, hey, this armor has like a combination of matte and gloss paint. So we know they don't want just one finish type on this particular part. We also use Pantone colors and stuff like that. But that physical Paint Master is kind of the grail for them to go off of it and try to match as close as possible.
Okay, nice.
Cool.
All right, I'm going to jump over to me. I have pretty decent amount, so I'm going to just kind of go through it fairly quickly. This came in like an hour ago, so this is my 3rd one. Yay.
That's a good one.
Yeah, and I ordered the Valorverse mystery box. So I only cut it open. I have not looked inside, so we will find out together what we all got, or what I got. This looks like it's the green duster.
Yeah.
It looks like there's some parts over here. I think this is probably for the Vanguard.
The replacement piece?
The replacement pieces for the Vanguard, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know those are out yet.
Yeah, I think this is probably that little desert rat. Yeah, the little 3.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, I got 2 of them apparently. There's a loose one and a 1 in card.
Oh, that's kind of nice. So you don't have to like rip the card open.
Well, I think I have like 4 of these sitting around right now.
Yeah.
I'm just not a 3.75 inch person. Looks like I have some weapons packs. This is
hear that, Chad?
Echo. It's all for the community, Chad. It looks like I have the pack Hotel and Echo.
Nice. Those are cool.
Yeah, I was needing some white ones.
I never have too many guns.
Got a Tracer.
Oh, nice.
Can't go wrong with it. I mean, I have like 12 of them back here. So
was that an exclusive?
I don't think so. Not this one. There was another one that was. Yeah, that's the glow in the dark one. Yeah.
That's what I thought that was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is glow in the dark. Looks like I got a blowback, which is always a good figure.
Nice.
Yeah, blowback's cool.
Yeah. Let's see. I got Covert Ops Condor.
There you go.
That's the mail away. I
I'm
think
surprised I have any of those left.
the desert Condor, right? Is this the desert one?
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
that one at
yeah.
Joe Lanta.
Yeah,
It's a great
this is a
figure.
good one. It's a good figure to do some swaps with.
For sure.
Steel Brigade,
Nice.
desert. Looks like I got the Eclipse. The Eclipse
That's
extra.
Oh,
No, the extra accessories
Oh,
and
the
stuff. in
add-on?
hand.
oh,
That's
cool,
cool.
nice.
Yeah,
That's dope.
and a pink Steel Brigade.
Nice.
Dude, I have so many of these. I love it. And the hands pack. Can't go wrong with that.
Ooh.
Right.
Let me get that off you.
Nope. The hands
have
always
one.
come in. I have like 3 of them.
You can have all the left hands.
Senshi.
I need the middle fingers.
There you go.
Cool.
And then the last one is, it looks like I got another Duster set, and this is the Arctic Sniper.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I should have probably did a better job of unpacking this because I have to put it all back now. But yeah, that's what I just picked up, I guess. There is more, unfortunately. Well, I guess fortunately, unfortunately, one of those two.
Oh no, more toys.
I don't know where to put half of this stuff. That's the other problem. It becomes a problem, you know what I'm saying? Trying to do this quickly, guys. I'm sorry. Put toys
I see
away.
your blank shelf behind you is starting to slowly fill up with figures.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the one
there's-
with the weight bench.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna turn into a Valaverse. Valaverse.
I see a chainsaw
shelf.
man right there.
Yeah, there is
Oh,
a
yeah.
Chainsaw Man. All right, let me just put this over here to the side, and then I also got part of the Valaverse haul.
We got dead air going on, gentlemen.
Hey, Bobby, your mic is off. Your mic cut out. Oh. Not only did your
Can't
mic
see it
cut
'cause
out,
He's not looking at the screen.
your headset cut out.
That's hilarious. We can't hear you.
No. You can't see me.
It might be unplugged.
Signal. Cool.
There it is. We still can't hear you. You must have pressed the
No.
mute button. Oh, look, I can see it's muted. Like this little icon's
Oh,
muted.
yeah. Here you go.
Is that better?
Yep, we can hear you
Yes.
now.
Dude, I mean, even my volume went away, so I didn't hear you guys either.
Your
Yeah, it
whole
was like
headset
literally
just
muted.
failed.
Dude, you get a better headset.
I know it's coming for Tuesday pickup.
It was a gray Vanguard, is what I got.
A
Right.
gray Vanguard?
Yeah, it looks like it's a gray Vanguard in here.
Muddy or regular?
I don't know. It doesn't say that on the box. I didn't open the inside box.
Hmm.
Well, it's gray. I'll let you guys know if it's muddy or not. I don't have a muddy one, so I would love to have.
Or
a
is
muddy
it
one.
or is it bloody?
Some GTA stuff for you though? Nice.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Let me
Found
go
out when you were
adjust.
muted.
That's probably
Well, no,
a good
'cause
idea.
he does bloody figure.
He does the
exclusive
bloody,
variants.
yeah.
Maybe
He does do
there's
the bloody.
a bloody Vanguard. You never
I
know.
mean, you could always ask him. He is going to be here at IshCon in May, so we could always ask if there's going to be a bloody variant Vanguard. That would be interesting. What's up, Jerk?
It's right after the Vanguard just plowed through a bunch of enemies.
Right.
Jeez,
But yeah, no. So that was my little haul.
that's quite nifty.
Yeah. So I don't know. I haven't opened any Vanguards yet, so I'm gonna start doing that probably this weekend, and then hopefully slowly put them up somewhere. Yeah.
The question is where.
Yeah, that's the reason. Like, I mean, hence I got a dragonfly and I can't keep it, so it's gonna get a giveaway.
Cool.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a lot actually. I don't. I have a BBTS box down here too, still that I haven't been able to move because I don't know where to put it. So.
You already went through it, or is it? have
Oh,
you
it's
seen it
open.
yet, or-
It's
Okay.
open. I remember the this giant thing. It hasn't moved since I put it down. It's still
Oh,
sitting in
yeah.
that one little corner right here.
It's like too tall to put anywhere.
I know that's where the problem is right now. But let's talk about Jason. That's what you guys are here for, not about me. So,
Oh no, the pressure.
so Jason, tell us your journey, man. Like, how'd you get into action figures, collecting? Let's go. You start with collecting first.
Take us back.
I mean, I've collected as long as I can remember. I remember going to, this is how, I mean, we're probably all the same age, but I remember going to swimming lessons where they would just like throw me in the pool and I would like panically tread water and my parents would like visit whoever was teaching me. But I got out of the pool after the torture session. And I remember my parents were sitting around a coffee table and they had this little thing on the table and I picked it up and I was like, what the hell is this? I don't know what this is, but it's amazing. And it was a stormtrooper figure from, you know, the 3 3/4 inch OG Star Wars line. I just remember falling in love with figures at that point. And then I remember like around like 3rd or 4th grade, like some of my friends were starting to get out of toys and stuff. And I was like, man, I don't want to get out of toys. I like them still, you know? And I didn't start trying to be into toys until high school. I think I was a sophomore. I was like, okay, that's it. Too old. Can't do the toy thing anymore. And a couple of years passed, and I saw some of the Total Chaos figures from McFarlane Toys, and I was like, man, I don't care if it's nerdy. I love toys. You know. And then I got into a local band and stuff, and I remember other popular bands in the area coming into our practice, and they saw my Spawn figures and stuff, and they were like, that's really cool. And I was like, they were all like full of tattoos and pierced and stuff. And I was like, well, if they like it, then I guess it's okay. You know, and then I just kind of was like, whatever, I like toys from there. And then years later, I decided I wanted to make a comic book. I remember kind of sitting on the couch and watching Cartoon Network. And I was like, man, I want to do something kind of to scratch that creative itch that I have. So I started working on the comic, which eventually was the first version of Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. And when I was designing everything, I thought to myself, you know, I want these figures to be easy to draw. What is easy to draw? Like stuff that's usually in a cartoon. And I was like, well, what inspiration can I use? And I basically drew from like He-Man and Thundercats, where they were pretty simplistic and they were very toyetic. Mm-hmm. So all the designs very much lent themselves, in my mind, to toys. And then around 2019, 2020, whenever COVID hit, I kind of skipped over. Like I did them as 3 3/4 inch figures as a Kickstarter, and that was popular and everything, but it wasn't popular enough for me to like quit the day gig. But I was still trying to do Toy Fair and stuff like that to kind of see what kind of interest people would have as far as like boutique stores and stuff. And then I got a call from Toy Fair saying like, hey, listen, all the vendors are not coming because of COVID shutting everything down. And I was like, well, that's a bummer, but now I've got a little bit of extra money to play around with. And Arlen and I were already friends for years. So I told him, I was like, listen, let's go ahead and just try to reimagine these as 6-inch figures. And he's like, yeah, dude, that sounds great. I'm down. And in the meantime, we were still kind of in lockdown. And I met Utama on Instagram because we were just kind of like sitting around, kind of waiting to like get out of the house. You can only watch so much Tiger King, you know. And I really liked his art style, and he liked what I was doing. So we were like, you know, like, hey, let's just kind of reboot the comic book to kind of coincide and really complement the toy line and vice versa. So he and I kind of like reimagined and rebooted the comic book in accordance with the toy line. We worked on that for about 6 months until the Kickstarter was ready. And we launched the Kickstarter, and I just kind of remember, you know, having certain expectations for it and really doing way more stretch goals than I anticipated.
Mhm.
and we wound up hitting every single stretch goal on the first Kickstarter. So I was just like, "Holy crap, this is crazy!"
Don't
You know,
go into Kickstarter yet. Don't talk about the AWOK stuff.
No, we won't. No. I'm just saying
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
the very first 6-inch Kickstarter that we did, it was just
Mhm.
really, it did really well, and
Okay.
I'll just kind of leave it there.
Whoops.
Okay. Just to answer Robert's Infinite Realm, just to answer your question, the reason why I don't turn it on is because of. Let me plug it in. You'll see.
It looks like
exactly what-
crap.
Yeah. You can't see it like at
See?
all.
This is like
It
a
was super bright.
headlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a really
Yeah.
bright light. So that's why I just leave it off because you can see it that way.
Put that link in the chat so I know to never buy that.
Actually, it was a gift.
Oh,
you can't,
well, sorry.
You can't change the brightness on it.
I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
I might just put it on my door
Yeah, there you go.
so I could tell my wife and kids I'm on
sure
air.
it's
When you're on
pretty.
the air.
Exactly.
I'm sure it's lovely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, what figures do you collect besides your own line, of course, but like
Um,
other lines? What figures do you collect today?
So like mainstream stuff, I collect Marvel Legends. GI Joe's like my main focus. So I collect GI Joe, Marvel Legends. Let's see. There's so much pressure here. I'm just trying to do like main stuff. I really like the Star Wars Squadron stuff. I have a bunch of Black Series figures. I was really big into them, and then like the content kind of fell off. And for me, I love Andor, so there's not much for me to like get excited about. So I haven't been collecting that quite as much lately, and that's for like the like main stuff. I've recently gotten into Blockies really big,
Okay.
and YOLO Park.
Love Yellow Park.
I ordered these.
Brandon's the fan.
I've got a bunch of
Yes.
these. They are so. In Transformers 1 was absolutely amazing. It should have
was
made
so dope.
$400 million.
Yeah.
I heard it was actually really good. Yeah.
It's fantastic. That's like the kind of the the legacy brand stuff goes. I love Four Horsemen stuff,
Mhm.
Valaverse stuff, Savage Crucible. I'm super excited about the legendary stuff coming out. Let me see what else. Oh man, I feel like I'm forgetting stuff. The stuff I'm super about. I just backed the Cursed Dead. I'm trying to think what
I
else.
did that too.
I'm super excited about the figure realm of
Burlum?
Cursed Realm. I can't remember what it is. I'm having
Yeah,
a brain fart.
Brutal Realm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brutal. Realm.
Brutal Realm.
Yeah.
What else? Skeletron. I told Ben and Mark at Skeletron, like I backed the Kickstarter, but I didn't actually get the vehicle. It's one of those things where like I want to get it at the convention, so I'll pick it up at hopefully they'll have some at Zolocon. I'm looking forward to pick that up. And there's a couple of little odds and ends and stuff that I get here and there. I can't believe I forgot. I really, really like the Masters of the Universe Masterverse. That should probably be in like my top 5 that I collect quite a bit of. Picking them up as much as I did is because 1, I've pretty much got all of them. And then 2, I'm out of shelf space for that stuff.
Yeah.
It's the collector problem for today. Right?
Brandon's going.
I'm not gone.
Actually, I think you're having some Wi-Fi issues.
My internet dropped out.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know how much I got in.
we talked about you running out of space. Oh, I think you're back.
You're back.
Yeah, sorry, my internet's crapping out. I should have
No
mentioned,
worries.
like, I usually can get about 30 solid minutes. 30 solid minutes before it starts to really go out.
Got you. Okay. Let's see. The next question is: do you have a background in toy design?
The world will
lost him.
never know.
But while he figures out his internet, what we will do is I'm gonna go ahead and play a video because We have 53 people watching, and we need to play this again for everyone to know.
Join the club, the fight is on. Action figures shine like the break of dawn. Collectors gather around, any drink will do. FigureFightClub, we welcome you. We welcome you. Raise your drinks up high, let's cheers. You're among collectors and like-minded peers. From stores to conventions, we take you backstage, exploring figures from modern day to the Stone Age. Join the club, the fight is on. Action figures shine like the break of dawn. Collectors gather around, any drink will do. FigureFightClub, we welcome you.
And we got Jason back.
And we're back.
I'm back. Yeah,
Hell
sorry
yeah.
about that. I live in a really rural area, and I have
Okay.
two different types of internet. And I can usually tend to get like a good solid 30 to 40 minutes before it's some sort of little issue pops up.
Got you. Well, we will move it along to the next question. So, do you have a background in toy design?
No, I actually got my degree in graphic design. My
nice.
dad is an engineer, so I guess there's kind of like secondhand, a little bit of secondhand knowledge that came through with that. I did start.
From the bottom.
Am I back?
And then we're here.
You're back. There you go.
I don't know how much did I get in there. That's
You
what she
said you
said.
did start.
You had
said,
secondhand knowledge.
Yeah. Secondhand
so my
knowledge, and you did
dad's
start.
an engineer, so I got kind of
Yeah.
like secondhand knowledge of like engineering and stuff through him.
You gotta close all the extra pages you have open.
All those hubs.
Exactly. I didn't want to say it. Well,
Takes me
well,
back to the Scramble Channel days.
Is that what it took you back to?
I don't know.
I'm gonna remove him for a second since
Just play the
he has
commercial
officially
again.
Left.
No,
Actually, I do have
he's probably just gonna restart his.
I think so
stuff.
too. Yeah. But yeah, we have another commercial we could play too, and we have to do a giveaway. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this commercial right now, and then I will go ahead and get the giveaway kind of going. If I could find the commercial, that would probably be helpful. Yeah, there you go. I see it.
Gather round, it's that time of year. The IshCon Toy Convention is finally here. From May 16th to the 18th, collectors and geeks, let's all take a leap. Oh, rejoice, rejoice, let the laughter flow at IshCon's Wonderland, where the good vibes grow. From vintage to modern, there's magic in the air in this toy-filled paradise.
So IshCon is in May, and we are now officially sponsored by IshCon. So we are going to be giving away weekend pass for IshCon. So go ahead and put the hashtag in the chat. Yeah, dude, Jason, take your time, man. We're here. We'll be here all night if you need us to. I'm going to share my screen. We'll do the hashtag. We'll start collecting some things, and then the winner can reach out to IshCon on Instagram and let them know you won, and I'll let them know who won too.
Get it in.
Let's get that in there. Hashtag IshCon.
Cool.
Is Starlink? Is that the Tesla thing?
I was gonna say, do you have Starlink? That's funny.
Is that the Tesla?
Yeah. It's their
Come on,
satellite.
Musk. Elon. He does his code.
Actually, they're bringing it to iPhone. I just saw the announcement. So,
so let me just answer Mrs. Figure Fight Club. You gotta ask Ish, honey. Sorry.
what'd she
She's
say?
asking, am I allowed? This is not from me. This is from Ish. So you gotta ask him. You could text him and ask. But Jason is back.
Hey,
we'll,
sorry about that.
no worries, man. I was just talking
Yeah.
trash about Tesla because Starlink.
Oh, about Starlink?
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, it's owned by Elon, right? So
yeah. It normally works, but there's trees above it, so like if there's any kind of wind, it starts to like interfere with the whatever the broadcast is. So
got you.
um,
Let me remove that from the screen, and I'll get a banner scrolling in a second. But we're gonna go back to the question. Maybe,
Your background in toys.
yeah, I was gonna
So
maybe add it in a different way so it doesn't freeze. Maybe that was the
yeah,
issue.
so as soon as I figured I could take apart GI Joes and part swap, I guess it was in like the early '90s. That kind of really began my fascination with like how toys were put together, and I took apart other stuff too, but I felt like those were the most easy to kind of customize and kit bash. And then my dad being in engineering, I got like a little bit of secondhand knowledge as far as that goes.
Okay.
And I mean, I was a fine art major, but my concentration was in graphic design. So there's your like knowledge of anatomy and stuff like that. So it all kind of just paired well. Like a lot of people like my color palette and everything. And again, that's like the graphic design background. I also like whenever I was making my own color palette, I really used a lot of Tom Whalen for inspiration, even though like our color palettes are vastly different, which is like everyone knows them as like strong stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even though our color palettes are just very, very different, I found a lot of it very inspirational. I also really like that 70s aesthetic as far as like really kind of warm colors. Like even like the cool colors are warm. Like so like you've got like oranges and red that are like still like warm, or cool or vice versa. Almost like a muted color. So yeah, I mean, color is a major part of the AWOK aesthetic, and it just really kind of translates as my love for color and graphic design.
Okay. I guess that kind of makes you ask the next question. What encouraged you to start Spero Toys?
Yeah.
So what's funny is Spero is Latin for hope or I hope. And I was trying to come up, like, whenever you do a Kickstarter, you're like, what's the company name? And I was like, man, like, hope this really works out, So that's kind of where I came up with the name for it. And it also sounded like, Hasbro and Parker Bros, so like the O at the end, Funko. It had kind of that little bit of like a little bit of a callback to the classic toys. And I mean, Funko is relatively new, but it's still in the same vein.
Yeah. It has that O ending.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice. Okay.
Well, which came first? Did you name the company or did you name the toy line, the figures?
Oh, I named the toy line. I literally just kind of came up with the name so that I could put it on the Kickstarter.
Gotcha.
I think I thought about it for like maybe 5 minutes. I was like, oh, company name. What's I hope in a bunch of different languages, and
Try looking
Latin,
around your
the Latin
room.
one sounded good.
Okay. The next question is, how long did you guys take in the design and story phase?
So when I did the original comic book myself, and I think
nice.
it took me 2 years, 2.5 years to do the first story, which was 6 issues. And then whenever Utama and I started collaborating, it took about 2 years to do the first story arc as well. As far as like the figure design, I think Arlen and I worked on it for about 6 months. It was fairly ambitious because it was like right out of the gate, it was 6 figures that shared similar parts. And then a figure that was just like totally new, which was Thane. They all shared that Hasbro Marvel Legends / GI Joe articulation. The main difference is that there's no hip drops and there's no calf articulation, which we could have done both of those. But the hip drops I felt was just adding a little bit of like unnecessary complication to what we were doing. Like there's not going to be a lot of like people, on their knees and stuff. So I felt we didn't necessarily need that.
Okay.
Half cuts I actually really like, but because the greaves are meant to be removable, I decided to just not go with that. The stuff coming out that doesn't have removable calf cuts or removable greaves or shin armor, that stuff will have calf cuts. So we're just kind of evolving and switching stuff up where it's needed or where we kind of want to take it in a certain direction. But we're not really like nailed down to anything in particular.
Got you. Okay. And I guess tell me your experience with Kickstarter and how it all went for you guys.
So like my very first Kickstarter, I remember like waking up like during the night and like checking and just like hoping someone had like backed something and just be like, why are you checking it so much?
Mm-hmm.
They're always chaotic. I feel like it's kind of like going to war, and it's like everyone's got a plan and until it's actually live, and there's going to be something that you forgot or missed. Or by the time we did the first 6-inch scale Kickstarter, I had done several of the Kickstarters, and so whenever we launched, I had all the stretch goals at least done as far as like illustrations goes. But we unlocked stuff so fast that I remember like staying up at night printing stuff and painting stuff so that we could show, because we had unlocked it. And it's like I have like a day or two to kind of paint it and show it off and photograph it.
Yeah.
So it was really exciting. It was just hectic. And I didn't realize how tired I was until the last day. I remember I didn't think Thane was going to get unlocked. So I just kind of took a nap and I was like, I'll wake up like an hour before. Adam, I'm reading your sarcasm through the screen. They are very fun, but also very stressful.
Yeah.
I bet.
It's just a lot. You've got to keep up the fan expectations throughout the whole thing. And, the people always ask a question that you haven't thought about. One of the real critiques that I thought was really great, and then I didn't think about it because it's not how I play with my figures, was a lot of people asking about weapon storage and stuff. And usually, I pick 1 or 2 weapons for my toys and then put the rest of them in like a storage bin all organized. And I just thought that was a really good, request from fans. So, whenever we talk about Series 2, we've got answers for that stuff.
Nice.
Okay. And I guess the last question I have over the Spero itself is, are you guys self-funded now? Like, are you self-funding?
For most of the stuff we are. Like we did. So the Kickstarter was for 2 waves of Series 1. We're doing 3 waves of that, and we did 3 waves of it after.
Yep.
And then Series 2, we did a Kickstarter for the molds and stuff. We're going to do some sort of pre-order thing, but it won't be a Kickstarter for the Bushido stuff. But it's mostly just to make sure that we need to get like at least 500 of each SKU. So it's more of like a formality than fundraising type of thing. Hopefully that makes sense. We want to make sure like, oh, hey, 500, there's 500 people that want this SKU before we like go ahead and go into production. We think it's awesome, but it might, you put stuff out there and you're like, this is so cool. And then people are like, but we don't feel like that's going to happen. So it's really more of like a formality that we just kind of have to like check off that box and be like, okay, enough people like it, put it into production.
Yeah. No, I get that. Before I bring up the pictures for AWOK, I wanted to ask you, I guess, what made you guys come up with Animal Warriors of the Kingdom figures? Like, what made you decide that?
So I was doing graphic design at the time, and at the end of each week, I had a little L-shaped desk, and I would go through and clear off all the like sketches and logos, doodles, and stuff that I had did in one particular week. Was doing animal stuff, and I had picked up like a lemur. There was like a drawing of a lemur, and I was like, that'd be kind of fun to tell the hero's tale, but through animals' perspective. And then it just kind of evolved into like, well, I want it to be an ape because it would be more fun to draw an ape. And I was like, well, we've got like, if it starts off with a bunch of apes, like in a tribe, how am I going to make this guy stand out? And I was like, well, give him a mohawk and make his fur white, and then it just kind of went from there. So.
Okay. And then how did you guys decide which animals to use? I know you talked about the ape thing, but what about the other ones?
So I started off doing the apes because I thought it would be easier for the reader to kind of identify with apes, and then kind of work their way into different tribes and animals and stuff. And a lot of times, like the animal type was based on, what's their personality type and what I think would be fun to draw and or translate into a toy.
Yeah.
So all those things kind of factored in.
Okay. Let's see. Articulation. What made you guys decide on the articulation that AWOK currently has?
So both Dan and Arlen work at Hasbro. They make all the stuff that we love. They do a ton of Marvel Legends, G.I. Joe Classified, Power Ranger Lightning Collection. And I really like all of that articulation. I think it's really well done. It's nothing overly designed, and we know it works. So we decided to kind of go with that. And we also thought that it would be easier to translate for people. We don't want people to pick something up and they're like, oh, this works this way, and they bend it and it breaks because they're used to, they're used to Marvel Legends or whatever. I will say that a lot of people assume that our figures pop apart at the waist, like Mythic Legions and Cosmic Legions. Our figures are specifically designed not to do that for safety issues. They're not meant to come apart like that. But if you want to
not easily, yeah.
No, they're like you would, I mean, I don't know how you would get them apart without breaking it.
Can I show you something?
Sure, yeah.
All right, let me.
It's really cool.
I like it, but I did pop yours apart.
Oh yeah, I saw that. How'd you manage to do that? Like you had to break the pelvis, right?
I actually am thinking about it. I did break something. It was a peg.
Yeah, because the peg is. The peg is square. It's not round.
I broke the peg for the leg.
Oh yeah, for the
leg peg because I had heated. It was a bitch to get off. To be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie. But
it's designed to not come apart.
Yeah, it definitely took a long time, but I finally got it.
Your warranty is void, sir.
Right. It looks great. It looks awesome.
I did break the leg peg broke, but it did finally pop off, and I was like, I don't really need this part anymore, so I tossed that. But I kept the legs.
Nice.
But yeah,
cool.
This is like he is my villain now.
That's awesome. It looks great.
Yeah.
That
cool.
will go after.
What's the lower part?
It's Valaverse.
It is.
Action
I thought
Force.
so.
Yeah, Action Force.
That's cool,
it's the Bone Collector.
That's awesome.
I want to make more like this, especially with the apes.
Nice.
I think that will look really cool because it has that cartoonish thing going on, which is what I like with Odious.
Right.
So like this is kind of like one of the villains for Odious now.
Yeah,
the Odious character side.
Speaking of Odious, like his first figure, man, he just knocked it out of the park. All the soft goods and everything. I was like, man, that was super ambitious, and it just came out great. Like I loved it. It was awesome.
Oh yeah, it was really nicely done. I'm going to bring that up as a question from Ish.
What's he asking? I'm not sure what he's asking. Didn't you do the same with the blue lower pants? I'm not sure what he's asking.
Ish, you gotta ask the question again in a different way. Let me share my screen though, because I want to show off some pictures that you guys sent. Boom.
Oh yeah.
So this is wave 4.
Right.
Yeah. And this is the hyena I just showed off, which was, again, it was a bitch to take out of the waist, but it still looks great. I love it. But yeah, this was actually one of the figures I wanted the most from this wave. When I saw the hyena, I was like,
that one's really popular.
Yeah. It was an instant buy for me. I remember, I think it was a Joe Lanta when I was hoping you guys would have it, and you were like, no. I think you had 4, I want to say. And
it was the next day. It was like Sunday morning, I think.
Was that at Legions?
No,
this is at Joe Lanta.
At Joe Lanta, you had like, I think
you had a
4.
couple
out. Yeah, we hardly had any at Joe Lanta.
Yeah.
At Legions, we had a case. Were you at Legions? Kind of don't remember.
I was.
No, this was at he was.
Oh,
yeah.
Brandon was not. Yeah.
No, but we scooped these from you at Joe Lanta.
Okay. At Legions cons, we had a case of each thing. And I get notifications when we make sales because everything's connected to Shopify. And I was like, oh, look, people are buying stuff online. And I didn't realize that like the show had opened an hour before we realized it was open. So we showed up and there was like 7 of each of those when we got there. I was like, okay, well.
There was, I remember buying it from at Legion's High. I bought one on Saturday, but you guys didn't have any. And there you were like, come back in the morning on Sunday. I was like, all right. I came back and they were all sold out. And I was like, dude.
Yeah.
But then you guys shipped it out to me. Yeah.
We were only selling a certain amount each day so that we could make sure that we had some for all 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that makes sense. No, this again, it's a fun figure.
Thank you.
And this one right here, this is like a leopard.
Yeah, that's a leopard, jaguar. I guess that's the same thing. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks nice too. So I guess the armor right here, it's on the arm. Like that's molded on, right?
That's sculpted on, yeah.
That's sculpted on. Now, have you guys ever thought about removing that sculpt from the armor? That way, like you could just
so we've got nude arms. So a lot of the stuff we design, I design it for my like taste in action figures.
Okay.
And having that bicep where it kind of swivels on and off, to me can be a little problematic. So like if you look at the Saw Viper, this fits very well. I don't actually have any in front of me. This secondary fits very well because of it hugging up here. Okay. But I've had other figures that it kind of slides down and gets funky, and it can be on the thigh,
Yeah.
So when it slides around and moves around, it to me it's a little off-putting. So we designed it in the way that it would just basically be sculpted on it and not have to worry about that type of thing. This one works very well also because it's got 2 different anchor points. I don't have anything next to me that I can kind of show and demo what I mean, but I think y'all kind of get the idea.
Yeah.
I'm kind of looking around to see if I have anything, but I don't.
Okay. The pictures are also done very nicely.
Yeah, 1/6 shooter does all of our glamour photography. He really knocks them out the park.
Okay.
And then Danny Malinando does all the product photos. So they both do just really great work.
The shield's really dope on him too.
Oh, thank you.
This one, yeah.
So yeah, all the accessories for like wave 1 and 2, James Carter did. He's also a Hasbro alumni.
Action Figure Addict has a question. Is there an ETA on those zombies from Mars?
That's the paint masters that I'm doing this weekend.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I believe the Kickstarter is set to go off in March. So.
Okay. Let me skip to the next one. Now this is the Lion.
This is Atreyu. So that's version 2 of Atreyu.
Okay.
What's up, Ray? What's up, Ken?
And this beefy dude right here.
The big boy.
Yeah, so this is going to be series 2. These bucks are the same articulation as series 1. They are pinless, though. A lot of people requested pinless. I don't notice the pins at all. And this, this is obviously taste, but I think one of the things that I found so charming about small soldiers was that, like, you could tell that they were toys. You could see the seams and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But, a lot of people like the pins, and I don't really notice them anyway. So I was like, okay, we get rid of the pins. And Thane is actually pinless, I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
But your pins are very small. I think it's more like
I thought the factory did
McFarlane has the really giant pins.
Yeah, I don't know why all that is. I do know that McFarlane tends to do a T-pose, and then they have a totally different person add articulation. So I can see how that would be challenging.
Oh, gotcha.
Laser pants.
Yeah, laser pants. Ryan, this is series 2. So all the stuff that's out right now is series 1, but they're in waves. So there's we've got 4 waves out with the 5th wave coming. It'll probably ship with wave 1 of series 2. And the reason we named it like this is Diamond Distribution suggested that we kind of name it like this to make it easier to for their system. And I was like, I don't care about that. But we have stuff listed on Amazon and stuff too. So
Okay.
yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. I'm really anxious for everyone to start reading the next story arc. We're working on that right now.
Is this the same size as the orangutan or the gorilla?
It's not as big as the gorilla.
Mhm.
It might be
Like-
almost as tall as
like
the gorilla,
slender.
but it's not as wide. So this is
Yeah.
like in between the pale buck and the gorilla buck. Oh, what? Look at that super chat.
That's why I guess
man.
I don't have anything to play with this. We're gonna copy
$20?
laser
You're gonna
pens.
have to put out
This,
for that.
this is our. That was not the right one. This is our inaugural super chat here.
It is
He
a
popped your super chat cherry.
So I'll play the music though. I got perfect music for this. Ready? Laser pants. Oh, look at the super chats. Also, Augie, I'm offended that I'm not wrenched mod on your channel. We'll fix that for you very
For
short.
$20, you can have the wrench.
Just a song for you, sweet potato. Thank you, laser pants.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Laser
And-
pants.
I don't know who said that.
It was me.
There you
Come
go.
on, I'm here. Do it now.
You are officially a moderator.
You son of a bitch.
Oh man,
were
you can
comments
see them
on
in StreamYard. They're right here. Yeah.
Wait, yeah, that's where I saw it at.
Yeah.
Ew.
For some reason, we were under the impression you cannot see
But
them. anymore.
he is.
Your
now
mom goes to
a-
college.
Oh man, he's attacking your mom, Brandon. What are you gonna say?
My mom does not go to college.
Boom, roasted.
But laser pants, thank you very much, man. Appreciate it.
I'm drunk with power.
You give a guy a wrench, and all of a sudden,
Oh, that's what the little wrench is for, as a moderator? Okay.
yeah.
No, this means there are mechanics.
They fix
work
our
on the-
cars.
They work on the fight mobile.
Let's see. I got so overwhelmed and excited for the super chat. That's our first super chat, so thank you again, laser
Let's
pants. Appreciate
let's
that.
blast through these so we can talk a little bit about the Bushido stuff.
It's a 2.5 hour show, buddy. You gotta-
Is it really?
No.
Holy
Yes, but he has
Oh,
internet
holy crap.
issues.
I'm kidding. It is a 2-hour show. I did tell
I
you
was like,
that
holy
one.
crap.
We always end up going over just because we get sidetracked and stuff like that.
I've actually saved all of my spoilerness just for tonight to see the Bushido live. So
Oh,
all
you're
my
gonna
reactions
uh,
will be
You're
genuine.
gonna spoil the ending of Nosferatu for everyone?
Yeah, don't. But yeah, no, I'm excited for this
100-year-old
one.
Fucking movie.
I actually haven't seen it yet.
I haven't either, actually.
Have you seen the original?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then you saw it.
Oh, it's a good. But I heard it was like really well made.
I have no idea. I'm excited about watching it.
I want to watch
I-
it, but
I took off for I took off of work to watch The Force Awakens,
mhm.
and like after that, I was like, I don't care about spoilers anymore. Like I don't mind. Like I'm not gonna spoil anything. But I don't care about spoilers. I was like, bro.
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, people, my brother and I talk about movies all the time, and he watches all these movies, and he'll tell me about them. Oh damn,
Oh, look, that's another really good super chat.
Ron, man, thank you. I gotta play different songs so I don't get, the. I don't know what to play.
Thank you, Ron. You did very good, Ronald.
I need to just get him to do the voicing here, but
You
we'll
did
play
fine,
this.
There
There you go. Ron Ivy, thank you very much, man. We appreciate it.
We got super chats on day one. Yeah, we got super chats.
You can start singing those. We
It's because I'm on the show. I know it.
It probably is.
It
Actually.
is.
Yeah. But
I told all my friends.
well, what'd you say?
I said I told all my friends.
But
So yeah, this is a dope looking
For one
figure for
day.
sure.
Thank you. This was the last one, the last brawler buck that we unlocked in the Kickstarter itself.
So is this an Indian cow? I was just curious.
It was supposed to be an African water buffalo, but
Okay.
Brick something really wants it to be a Filipino buffalo. I'm not sure what it's called, and I was like, okay, sure. There's
we
an
make it
alternate head as well.
Can we make it an Indian cow instead?
It's too late. Brick called it.
Damn it. One day. I'm going to be seeing a lot of these in April when I go to India.
Oh,
Just put a turban on it when you get it.
Nice. There you go.
Now, this looks dope.
Oh,
Yeah, these are our
yeah.
reptiles. So that one's an army builder. They're actually all the reptiles can be army builders.
Mhm.
They're all mercenaries. So if you want to kind of mix and match and put them in your respective armies, I feel like this would go good as like a Dr. Mindbender experiment. It's even kind of Cobra colors.
Yeah, it looks good. You said it was an army builder, so it's going to have, I guess, multiple heads?
This one does come with. They all come with all. They're all packed in with an alternate head.
Okay.
I must have sent you the wrong thing. And the shields also got their crest on it as well. Or maybe,
Nice, okay.
no, I took the crest off. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it or not. And I wound up losing the crest.
Okay. Okay.
It's funny how you remember stuff where like I remember thinking like, oh, that'll look cool. And then I did it and I was like, no, take it off.
Yeah. Well, this looks really dope. This could actually work really well with Cosmic. I feel like it could go well with Cosmic Legion as well.
Yeah, I find a lot of people like will kind of incorporate their stuff with Mythic Legions and Cosmic Legions as well.
Like I picture this lizard dude. You know that chick from Fifth Element? What's her? The redhead?
Lilu?
Yeah, Lilu.
Multipass.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like I imagine these guys like chasing after her for some weird.
Yeah,
reason.
man, those things were cool.
Yeah.
Oh, those
See,
big,
now
like,
a real
grunt
natural
guys.
dyed-in-the-wool killer would have asked what the little red button on the bottom did.
Nice. So now you have.
Man, this guy is cool.
This guy
This
is
is
pretty cool.
Grimes. Thank you. So this is one of the pirates.
Yeah.
Him and his buddy Boone are going to be in heavily featured in series 2.
Are these your first
Or
pants?
Season 2, the second story arc of the comic. Say again, I'm sorry.
These are your first pants?
It is, yes. Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
Is this the same scale as the lion and the
Yeah. So this is the brawler buck. They're all going to be that same
Brawler buck, okay.
same size. Yep.
Nice,
Now they
okay.
might vary slightly because of the heads, the hair, but
Mhm.
for the most part, it's the same size.
Yeah, this is cool.
That is awesome. Oh,
You got $5. You got $2.
Jesus, guys! All right,
My God.
I have more music. I have a lot of people's music. So you know what? We're gonna play. Thank you,
I used to hate that.
David.
thing.
True Star Screamer for the $5 super chat. Just bribing to
Appreciate
get noticed. Fantastic show. Thank you, brother. That's for you. Everyone, check out David. He's got a show on Thursday. Right, David? Thursday?
LP's gonna send the cease and desist for the glasses.
Fine, I'll just change it. There you go.
Just don't use the same the pattern that he used.
And Headcanon Unlimited, $2 super chat. Thank you, man. Let me introduce you to realistic super chat expectations.
There you
Come
go.
on. Come on,
Keeping
Headcanon.
it,
We all watch
keeping
the
it
same
real.
shows. We all watch the same shows, and you know that's not true.
What's the lowest you can
yeah.
do?
I have no idea, actually. I have no clue. Appreciate the super chat, Headcanon. Thank you. And Headcanon also has his own channel, and he goes live once a month, I think is what he had said. So he had a really cool show with It's Chad, and you guys should go watch the replay. And yeah, I hit that button by accident. Sorry. But yeah, no, I'm excited for this one too. And this is on
I like
blue
the
scale, too.
mace too. Yeah, with the screaming.
Yeah,
heads
so
on it.
that's our main antagonist. That's Kali Prime. Yeah, so in the comic book, the main villain can clone himself over and over again. So like if he gets damaged, he can, transfer his essence into another clone body. And he's got like, I call them different makes and models. So this is like the battle model.
That's cool.
That is really cool. Brandon, you got to start hitting some of these chats up, bro.
There?
I'm multitasking over here. The gecko, I think.
This one I thought was really cool. Yeah.
I like this one too.
Gecko. You nailed the creepy eyes. Like,
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, I'm super excited about this guy. Yeah, if you look at the little chain on his right side, you can unplug it from the handle and it can plug into his tongue. So instead of a tongue, he's
That's
got like
cool.
that chain spear.
It plugs into his, like right here.
Yeah, it plugs into the mouth whenever he opens up. Yeah, exactly. You can kind of see it.
That's
Yeah, you
cool.
can kind of see the
Yeah.
hole.
it's like kind of like a
Dude,
scorpion.
You guys
nod,
see the
kind
hole in the
of.
mouth? You guys see the hole in the mouth?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Do that. Actually, I do like the gecko. This is pretty dope. JMac has. When do these come out?
So this was originally going to be part of wave 1. They split the waves in 2. So the first wave will be all the brawlers that we looked at. The second wave will be these reptiles. And I don't remember exactly when the timeline is. I think it's fall of 2025, which is now.
Yeah.
We're in 2025, which is crazy.
Yeah. I think JMac had another question I just saw in the chat. What that mouth do?
What that mouth do?
Oh,
You do not want
is
to
there is there a jaw on it? Does the jaw open?
Yeah. So all the lizards' mouths open and close.
I mean, the hyena
So that's
does
what he
that
meant.
too.
That's what he meant.
Yeah, the hyena does as well. Yeah.
That's what he meant.
Yeah,
Oh,
so the Titan has mentioned Kali. So Kali is like a direct reference to the Indian or the Hindu god of death.
Yeah, Kali, the female with the 10 arms.
Right. Yeah.
Dude, I would love that. I think there's a third-party company that's making a Shiva and Kali in Feisen.
Dude, I would love to make figures of them,
Well, I know there's a.
but we're
there's
not
a-
going to sell them in India just
you
to be
can't-
jerks.
yeah, no, you can't. They'll burn them.
Then we will sell them in India.
they will get burned, dude. There was one guy back in the day who created like deities, like action figures. His line didn't. He tried to sell it, and he was from US. I'm pretty sure. He tried to sell it at like Indian temples and stuff, and he got like shunned because.
I thought you were gonna say burned.
No, his toys
Burned
got. Like it didn't go over well with the whole Indian crowd. It was pretty ridiculous.
So
But there's
that's
a
like
new.
big
That's a
no-no?
bummer.
But there's another guy. What's his name? Suma. He is making 2 of the Indian deities now. So his figure should be coming out in 2025. It's on BBTS
Nice.
for
Yeah.
pre-order.
Oh, cool.
We'll have him on the show one day, actually. Let's
Yeah, this
see
one's
the
cool.
next one. Here's another reptilian. This is
actually the first one that we worked on.
this one. Okay.
This is the first lizard. The other ones were all afterwards, after the fact.
Got you.
How do you think of your weapons? Do you just kind of like, is there a lot of different drawings, or you kind of know the general shape, or like how do you choose?
I mean,
what
it's a
your
bunch
weapon
of
looks like?
different inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I
Like what?
usually get like a generalization on, like, I want this one to have sword, and then maybe like a two-handed pole weapon, and then kind of Carter and Utoma kind of look and see, as far as like actual bringing them to fruition and designing them. Yeah, none of the characters have tails. If you read the comic books, all of these figures or characters are chimera, so they're like a mix of human and animal. And again, a lot of it factors into like the aesthetic and how I want the figures to pose and play. And they all essentially have that armor skirting. So if they all had tails, affect the way all the armor skirting and everything else fit.
Okay. I mean, they are lizards, right? So their tails can get cut off and they'll be just fine. Here's a group shot.
This is true. I mean, I get it. It's just not exactly what I had, in mind. When did the Fox and Bulldogs? The Bulldogs part of Series 1. The Fox is part of Series 2. So it'll be the lizards and then the Fox is going to be released with the females. I honestly don't remember exactly what they are. We posted a timeline on the Kickstarter. It's the newest Kickstarter update, I believe. So you can go on there and it's got like it all broken down in detail. Let's see here. Dude, it's it never works. This is it. This is how it goes.
Is there any, it's kind of hard to tell. Is there any difference in the female articulation in the torso than the males?
Yeah,
so the females have like an undercut.
Yeah, I was gonna say like this is the ab crunch right here, and this is the undercut.
Yeah, so that's more like the ball rocker, like the rocker style, like upper.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I actually like this female right here a lot. That looks dope.
She looks good.
Thank you.
That's gonna be Odysseus' girlfriend, side chick.
There you go.
Odysseus is gonna try some feely. She's gonna be like, "I'm a lady," and like smack him.
We'll have some comedy with it, of course. Do you get another set of ears with the rabbit fold down ears?
No, he actually comes with an alternate head and alternate expression.
Nice. Okay.
And I think one of the ears is different.
Okay.
And it's funny because you're like, some people are like, how can you not remember that stuff? But we've got so many different parts, and like we made that figure I think we made it maybe a year and a half ago. So we're like tons of other parts into it. I can't remember. All that stuff's on the Kickstarter. Let's see here. Yes, thank you, Adam.
Tricks are for kids, rabbit. I mean, I like the line a lot too. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. The gecko looks dope. I think there's another group shot here too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to scoop that whole wave for sure.
Yeah,
you should. Everyone should scoop all of the waves.
So I didn't notice this in the last picture. So the fox has
the arm.
Yeah. So Boone's got a robotic arm, and then when the tooling and everything will have another organic arm for his left. Well, not his. We're gonna do another fox figure at some point, and other fur type characters that are that size. So we do have an organic arm, and if people want a fox with an organic arm in the future, we'll be doing that as well.
That's really dope. And this is the other female right here.
Yeah, so that's that's Pale's mom. That's Mala. I really like her accessories. She's got a sword with a removable flame, and her shield's got ice on it. So she's kind of like an elemental witch, a magic user.
Now MILF has a different name now.
J-Mac saying, I see a Star Fox custom in the future.
Yeah,
I think that would be fun.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah. I think this was the last photo I had for AWOK.
Nice, yeah.
So I'm going to stop this, and we're going to go back to... I'm going to find it, but we have to go back to the IshCon poll. I'm going to go ahead and pull it. Hopefully I still have it. I do still have it up. Hashtag IshCon, guys. We're going to go ahead and pull that now. Share screen.
Oh, Tim.
Oh, it's all about the cake, isn't it, huh? All right, guys. Hashtag Ishcon. Last chance. We're gonna go ahead and pull, and then you guys could reach out to Ishcon on Instagram, or you can reach out to me, and I'll let him know. Life Rants is asking for a shark. Shark people.
Yeah, we're excited about doing all that stuff. We've got like two years of stuff planned out. But if we get like a cartoon or some sort of like major publisher picks up the comic, you never know what could happen.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Big planet, lots of animals.
Yeah, that's very true. This is the chance to win weekend pass for Ishcon. That's going to happen in May. It's like it's all right. I'm going to go ahead and pull it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, Brandon, can I get a
Fart
drum roll?
noise.
Do I have drums? I
You
do have
do.
drums.
I saw your arm all relaxed. I was like, nah, I need some drum roll. All right,
You know
ready?
what my
3,
arm was
2,
doing.
1. Good luck.
No, it's off.
Oh,
Hey.
podcast.
That means you have to come.
You're
So she
locked
said-
in, Ryan. You're locked in. There you go.
Does it come with plane tickets?
Well,
Because of the Greyhound bus ticket.
Yeah, 31-hour bus ride.
It was funny because they were chatting about it. They're like, it's a 3,000-mile trip for me, or flight. It was like, yeah, come on over. That's awesome.
Pretty
That actually
funny.
worked out pretty perfect. Well, congratulations to 3PO Podcast Laser Pants. You won. You're going to
We'll
Ishcon.
see you in May.
We'll see. And guess what? Bobby will be there too. You'll be so happy. Titan saying, "Start walking." That's awesome.
Where is he at? Is he in California?
He is in Washington State.
Yeah,
Oh, same thing.
about the
Yeah,
furthest
yeah.
away you can be from here.
Why you live there, bro?
You
Cold
won,
as-
bro.
Cold there.
We'll
cold
see you
and
at
rains.
Ishcon. We'll see you at Ishcon.
It's contractual.
It is. Well, congratulations. And we will go to the Bushido next. But before I bring up the pictures, I want to start asking some questions about that. Well, I guess I didn't really get to any of my other questions for AWOK. Remember I told you like our show goes over?
My
Apologies.
internet's kind of cutting out.
We could, yeah, we could swing back through if we have time. If you want to start. With
Yeah, that's
Bushido.
fine. So Bushido, that is a line that you guys are partnering with Death Metal Dan Art on Instagram, Dan Mitchell.
Yeah, so Dan sculpted all the lizards. He sculpted all the females. So him, and Arlen and James all kind of work on the toys together. And we figured, we were like, man, why don't we do something that you've come up with? And so we kind of let Dan take the lead and do his thing.
Okay. Just let me answer. So you won passes, weekend pass for Ishcon, Laser Pants. Congratulations. We'll see you in May.
That you willingly and knowingly entered for
Yes.
and accepted terms and services.
So I guess what was the decision behind it of going into like a Japanese folklore line? Samurai Japanese.
Well, so Dan is art directing and sculpting this, and basically his love of anime and Japanese culture, and the desire to do like a 1/12 scale samurai figure line was what really kind of set the wheels in motion to come up with Bushido.
Okay. And I guess is it gonna have similar articulation, similar to the AWOK?
There's a little bit more complexity to it, but it's very similar as far as like, sharing a lot of the same things or the same articulation as Marvel Legends goes.
Okay, Marvel Legends. Okay. Let me go ahead and bring up the photo.
Let me see. I think I can share it. I think I can. I'm trying to figure out how I can share an image on the back end. I might have to send it.
There's a present button. Do you see it at the bottom?
I was gonna send it to you. I don't know how to do all that. I see that, but like I don't have it like pulled up.
Okay, it's a process for me to get it on my laptop. Honestly speaking, if you,
Okay.
I know, Brandon. If you share with Brandon,
You can send it to me.
If you share with Brandon, he knows his Instagram password, so he
Let's
can
see
log
here.
in. Instagram.
That's hilarious. You don't have that?
Yeah, I don't know what my.
Bro,
password
I've been telling you for like 10 episodes. Just like hit the forgot
reset it.
password.
I know. It's just everything. I live my life on my phone, right? Like, and I hate going on a laptop unless it's just for work or StreamYard.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I don't know what my password is. So,
That's hilarious.
but while you share that
Let's
image with
see here.
him, I'll be right back.
Brandon, can you send your Instagram tag in the
It's-
private chat?
All right. It's for those wondering, it's under my name, Illustrated Figs, but I got you. Hold on.
Yeah, I can see it,
There you go.
but like
No, it's probably really
people
tiny,
joke about
yeah.
being dyslexic. I'm literally dyslexic, so I was just gonna copy and paste it in there.
Oh, I feel you. Easy peasy. There. Wait, did I spell that right?
Awesome, thank you. All right,
No,
cool
I did
deal.
not. hold on.
It'll be close enough. Nope,
There you go.
never mind. It's not. All right, let's see here. Awesome. All right, I'll send you the parts breakdown so you can kind of let's see
All right, cool.
here. All right, I'm gonna follow you. Let's see here. What's he doing over there?
He's grabbing an alcohol. He's a little bit of a no. We like to kick back with some drinky drink.
Oh boy.
Let's see.
All right, let me just scroll through my stuff real quick. We're gonna have to edit all this out. Okay, all right, I'm gonna send this to you so you can. This is the parts breakdown for the Bushido stuff.
Nice.
Hopefully, it doesn't kill my internet. You'll be able to see there's like a lot of like the skirting. There's multiple layers of skirting and soft goods and
There
stuff.
we
So,
go. Here
all
we
right, hopefully
go.
that will help.
All right, let me present. What the hell?
While he's presenting, make sure to smash that like button, guys. And thank you for watching.
You're very welcome. Oh, sorry, that's for them. That's for everyone.
Well,
Sorry.
thank you for being a VIP for us today.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Can you zoom in on that one, buddy?
Let's see.
My old man eyes can't see that.
No, it only gets smaller. Oh wait. Oh, why is it?
That's
oh,
hilarious.
That's as big as it goes. That's full screen.
Wow. Okay.
But I mean, I can still see. Hold on, let me see if I mean, this is as big as the screen goes.
And you're the tech guy, buddy.
I'm trying to think. Here, hold on. I got you. Here, I got a special thing I can do.
Watch back
You
up.
guys ever use
like
Ever guys use the snipping tool in Windows?
Yes.
There you go.
The time. All the time. For
So
work.
now we can have bigger, and I can share this. Share
Thank you for bearing with us with our technical difficulties.
snipping tool.
we're learning.
It's a learning curve. Yeah, you're right. Snipping
Which
tool.
one's
There
zoom?
it is. It just you have a scroller on your mouse. You could just scroll right in.
Not working.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Come on, you can do it. Look at that.
Wait.
He's doing it. He's learning.
Can I center?
No pressure.
Enhance, like see, Stacey's also enhance.
Enhance.
I got pretty close. There we go.
That I could see it now.
Okay, there we go. Sweet.
All right. I guess I could take that banner down too.
So you were mentioning about like the sculpted on armor for the Jaguar. If you
Yeah.
look, his arm has a sash on it or a piece of cloth that's a secondary. So in this case, Dan prefers it to where it's a secondary part. So, it all depends on what we want for each figure.
Okay. So it looks like it's pinless. I could see with the elbow, the double jointed.
Yeah.
You have the ab crunch. You got the butterfly. You got the arm swivel.
Yeah, butterfly.
Yep. Is the neck? I know the neck is going to be separate too, right? Separate.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if the neck's going to be necessarily designed to like move around like a G.I. Joe or Valaverse or AWOK figure.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's more for it to be able to plug into the samurai torso.
It looks like you're doing swap out hair.
Yeah,
for
it's a pin swivel for the hands.
Pin swivel. Okay.
But yeah, you're doing swap out hair for the piece.
So for the little bandana.
Yeah, the bandana. That's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Now, is it going to be all plastic, or are you going to introduce some soft goods as well?
Series 1's going to be all plastic. We are trying to do soft goods for the Oni, his skirting, but we're not 100% yet. Right now, we just have it kind of a sculpted thing to sit in. You like the gray color?
I thought that was a pretty funny.
Silly. You silly goose.
A lot of hands.
I mean, that's good though. It's more options.
Yeah. There's
awesome.
A lot of what's it called? Expressive hands.
Expressive hands. Okay. Nice. Okay. So, I mean, it looks like it's like a Legends articulation.
Yeah. Very, very similar.
Yeah.
How did you go about kind of deciding the kind of torso setup you wanted to do, like with all the different kind of options available? And I guess it's not really that it's available. It's a what can you sculpt and what do you want to make it work?
Dan and I are really partial to the G.I. Joe classified style. So it's got like that bold dip at the waist and then the ab crunch that really lets you kind of pack in articulation. The samurai figure is slightly different because of all the armor that he comes with.
Right.
So he's got that breakdown as well.
He does. Okay. I could start sharing some photos of dude. Some of these look sick.
Let me turn my screen off. There we go.
There you go.
Bro, I just saw the other pictures you sent.
Yeah. I was hoping that you'd show them on your screen. That's why I sent them.
So this looks dope as crap,
funny.
dude.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this looks amazing.
I haven't seen this yet.
This is right down my path of like the whole samurai love and the Asian thing. So,
dude, that is very detailed.
Thank you. Yeah, we want this one to be an army builder. So it's got several different heads, different alternate heads and stuff.
Yeah, and I think I have a photo of that too. But this just alone, this just looks awesome. It looks really amazing.
Like all the trim work with like the silver just everywhere is like.
Yeah, that was fun to paint.
I'm sure it was.
It took a while to paint all that. Now this is obviously a digital render.
The color pops though. I love the color pop.
But it's like a pop, but it's also not like too like colorful. It's like it works with like a samurai. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
That's awesome. And the headband.
Thanks, Brian.
Is really nice too.
Brandon. Endless is Brian. Yeah. Okay.
Brian, I was talking to Endless. Sorry.
Yeah, that's sick, man.
It looks awesome.
That's an instant yes.
Yeah, 100%, dude. I'm all in.
Hey, I get 3 of these.
2, 3. I mean, the thing is, that was another question. Like, if I had something like this, I would want like an accessory kit to go with it that has a different mask,
Right,
or
different
a
weapons and stuff like
different
that.
weapons
Yeah.
and different style, so I could use the same buck and make different characters out
Right.
of it.
Yeah.
So this would be like phenomenal. Like I would be like 15 deep of like a samurai army.
Yeah. I mean, we want people to have like a nice, massive samurai army to take on their Oni.
Yeah, that's cool.
I like how the how you're
Yeah,
You've
you'll notice that
molded
the knee
the
joints are
legs.
different.
yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. It hides it right here. Yeah,
Yeah. Man.
that's actually really dope. And then this was
Ooh.
another screen grab I did. Now this is actual figure.
Yeah, that's the paint. That's a painted figure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Abby, can you zoom in a little bit?
Zoom in a lot of it, buddy.
Don't zoom in more than that. You can't zoom in more than that with your eyeball.
Uh,
I'm just joking. I do think it's funny though, like whenever they started doing this is obviously hand painted, but whenever they started doing the digital eyeballs, everyone would like zoom in as much as they could with their phone. They're like, look how bad this looks up close. And you're like, your eyes can't zoom in that
yeah,
close.
it's like no
meant
shit.
to
You're under
look-
a microscope.
Right. And I'm guilty of doing it too. I just thought it was funny.
The thing is, so my monitor on this side is like extra large. It's like a
Yeah.
curved. It's like a giant
nice.
curved monitor. So I have to zoom in, otherwise it looks like this.
Nice.
And so just like zooming it in helps because then I
Yeah.
can see it better, and then not only me but the chat.
So is that a separate head with the mask? Or
Yeah,
is the
that is a
mask kinda-
separate head. That's a separate
Okay.
head.
it's a
yeah.
separate head. Okay.
Okay.
And then the same body. I mean, it looks good. Even this painted version.
Does the sheath of the sword, is that like tuck in or in there, or is that?
Yeah,
like,
I had
permanent?
to. So whenever I painted it, this was the first one that I painted. So I didn't realize that I needed to like sand down the back part of it. So it like scraped it up the first time I did it. I was like, oh man. But I mean, it's a 3D print. It's not going to be flexible like an actual plastic toys.
Right.
Do Glios line. We'll look into it.
Dude, these are just
Ken's a silly goose.
these are
He
crazy.
is. Oh damn, dude.
Oh,
So this
man.
gives me that one. What's that show? One Piece.
Yeah, Dan. I know Dan loves One Piece, and
This gives me
I've
that
heard,
one
I've heard
dude.
rumors that this is an homage figure.
Yeah. Okay. Because this is what it gives me those type of vibes that it's.
See, this
from
looks
One
like
Piece.
a almost like a fighting game character. Like
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah,
it's
so
like
this is our bounty hunter.
yeah.
It's so the blade all the way on the right is his demon blade. So like he uses that to slay the Oni.
So it's actually
Each
there's,
time
like,
he uses
skins
it,
on it.
yeah. So each time he uses it, it like damages his hand. You can see the hands like wrapped on his right hand's wrapped.
Oh wow. Okay. Hey, look at the digital rendering. Okay, it's like you can see burning on it. That's cool.
I actually did it more on the painted version of it. The hands are like the fingers are blackened.
Oh wow.
Dan said it was okay, so I was like, all right,
Now this looks awesome.
thank you.
Here's a little side angle.
Yeah, we're super excited about it. Like, and it's fun to finally get to do human figures. We've
This is wild.
kind of just done animals so far. So, can he hold one sword in his mouth?
So the One Piece character holds a sword in his mouth too.
Yeah, I asked Dan. I was like, should I start watching this? And he's like, they're like 1,000 episodes. I was like, of the cartoon, well, how long has it been out?
Well, just watch the live action because I never watched the cartoon.
Okay,
so
yeah,
I watched the live action and it was still
You'll
pretty
get
that
good.
works
gist.
for me.
Yeah, you get the
Yeah.
gist. Apparently, the live action is a really good.
A good interpretation. I'm okay
yeah.
with that.
That's cool. Yeah, I definitely like this figure too. I mean,
I love his
again,
little gourd.
Yeah, this thing down here.
Yeah,
It goes on.
fun.
That is nice. And then this boy right here.
Bam, bam, bam.
Dude.
That looks really dope too. This is like your demon, right?
Yeah, so this is our first Oni. So each wave is Samurai versus Oni. So there'll be at least one Oni in each wave that we do.
The Kanan will love the balls around the neck.
So Kanan
the
will love
necklace.
those balls, yeah.
That's what she said.
Yep. Dude, that head scan looks so... I like them both, actually.
Yeah.
I actually like the bald one better. And it's funny because whenever I was showing like Dan and Arlen updates of it, I would always just show it with that head on, the bald head.
Mm-hmm.
I like
These
the
look
third
really good,
eye.
though. Yeah, the
Thank
third
you.
eye looks really dope.
Well, just like you got the bulging veins, but then there's like
Right.
this like texturing on the skin.
Yeah, the texture is so
Yeah.
good. You know, it almost looks
Yeah.
like a horse skin texture. That's
Yeah.
kind of what it reminds me of.
Dude, this is like a blue Blanca.
I like
Like
that.
from Street Fighter, like
Right?
blue-
Yeah.
you could literally make a Blanca out of this figure. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put the Storm Collectibles head on it.
There you go.
I like
Dude,
his
that just looks so
platform,
dope.
the platform sandals.
Yeah.
Like
So
those are awesome.
So the samurai are going to be the same size as, I guess you could say Duke from the classified series. This guy is noticeably taller.
Yeah.
Here you go, Derek.
Dude, I mean, this looks so good.
Thank you.
I
And
just
if you
wanna,
look,
I want to pop
it's-
just all the messages about Zucchini loving balls.
yeah,
He's
it's
gonna watch
kinda-
the replay, and then there is video evidence of him loving balls too. Yeah.
So,
sorry,
Brian, the
just-
sandals are sculpted to the feet. We're thinking they'll probably be a secondary though. But you know, if you pull them off, they'll most likely you're not going to be able to take the rope part off of it, so it would just look like he's got ropes on his feet. I mean, again, that's kind of like a factory question, but that's what I'm anticipating they're going to do.
And
yeah,
the-
because
the
I
rope
don't.
sash
This,
looks so real.
this looks like it's molded into.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
But,
sculpted
yeah.
onto there. Yeah, it's not intended to kind of come off. If you look off to the side of his little bat weapon, that little piece of rope is how you're going to plug the weapon into his back.
Oh, right
So
here. Okay.
so the wooden part will unplug out of the metal part of the club, and you'll be able to
Oh, nice.
put it in
Okay.
there and then store it on the back. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So we're looking to start doing the pre-orders in May. Ronald Weasley. Sorry.
Now, Titan is asking, is this also going to be a Kickstarter?
No, this is not going to be a Kickstarter. It's going to be either on the website, or we might do it as a backer kit type thing. I'm not sure exactly. I'm trying to figure out how to like show people how we've gotten like 500 of each SKU, but it's not going to be a Kickstarter.
Hey, Tony, welcome.
Are you gonna have any of these kind of sample prints at IshCon?
I'm not sure yet. That's actually a pretty good idea.
That's actually an amazing idea. Can we keep it at my table at IshCon?
Definitely not.
Come on. I guess I tried, right?
These were like the most intense like paint masters for us that I've done so far. I was like, oh.
Man, look
I
at
mean,
the-
it was a
I
labor
see
of
all the
love,
detail.
but like they're so detailed.
Just
Yeah.
look at the detail, the hair sculpt,
Well, look
and
at
then
the,
even the
yeah.
ball.
the back. There's tiger like striping
Yeah.
on the back, like
Right. Yeah.
Of
So
the,
that's something
the-
we're hoping to do as a
Jesus.
as soft goods, but we don't know yet. Finding pattern of line or tiger pattern that small is going to be difficult.
Unfortunately, no, they're not going to be 3/4 inch.
No, these are all 6-inch scale.
That's sick. Mikey or JMK Custom Works is asking, are you going to use more like the Fresh Monkey method of pre-ordering SKUs?
Yeah, it's something similar to that. Like we just need to make sure that there's enough demand for each SKU. You know,
Okay.
We feel really confident about it, but it's something more of like a formality. We need to like, you know, it's kind of one of those things where like, yeah, we think it's awesome, but we need to like actually have, you know, the orders to justify going into production.
And this is size verification 6.2.
Right.
So
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
6.4
Oh,
up to
man.
here.
Yeah.
And then this big dude right here is around what, 7.8 to 8.1.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And
I
conventions.
typoed.
Huh? What?
Oh, I'm looking at the comments. I typoed something. They were laughing about it.
Oh, gotcha. Here's the conventions that for Spero convention schedule. You got ZoloCon coming in March.
We do have ZoloCon's our first one of the year, but we left IshCon off. So we definitely have to add that and revise it.
Yep. Then you have Toylanta. You're doing WonderCon, and then IshCon in May. Then Joe Fest.
Yes. Yep.
And then GalaxyCon. Which one is that one? Which GalaxyCon are you going to?
We're looking into it. We're not 100% positive that we're doing that one yet. I think it's in Philadelphia, if I'm correct.
I'm trying to remember. Do they do GalaxyCons in the same time frame? Because
I was gonna say
that's Rich.
Look like
that's
the ones for
Raleigh
here.
Yeah, that's North Carolina.
Oh, maybe it is. Maybe that's what it is. I don't do scheduling, so I'm.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
So we'll
Just go
probably
where they
see
tell
you.
me.
We'll probably see you here as well at
pretty much.
GalaxyCon.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's the
will be there.
Raleigh one. Cool.
Yeah, that's the Raleigh one. So we'll be there, and then we'll see you at LegionsCon as well.
And more dates to come.
And yeah, a lot more days to come. But just kind of going back to, dude, this Ani is 100% like the Samurai sold me, honestly speaking, but this 100% in, dude. I'm excited for this.
Yeah,
line.
we tried to really do an exciting first wave. We talked about doing 4 figures for wave 1, and then ultimately decided to just kind of go with the 3 figures. But you know, if everything goes well, we'll kind of move over to the 4 figure per wave.
4 figure per wave. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And have you guys already? I'm assuming you've already thought about like future waves, and including, like I would love to see like a female samurai.
Yeah, we've already planned that stuff out. So we're just kind of like dipping our toe in the water. There's just, again, we feel really confident about it and think it's going to do really well. But it's one of those things where we just kind of like we need to let it prove itself before we kind of go full in.
Yeah, that's understandable.
It's giving me like, so we were just on there the other night. Like, I could totally see those on like 5K toys, like just because they have
yeah, they do fantastic work.
Yeah, but they look just like they would blend right in, like they.
Right, I think there'll be a lot of cross play potential as far as that goes.
Yeah,
definitely. Let's see. We talked about the articulation, and then just accessories wise. I'm going to go back to that comment I had made about different head scans or head plates, or I guess like helmets for the samurais. That would be really cool to see on a line like this, where you could use kind of the same buck and make different characters out of it.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what Dan. He sent me. He had mentioned a bunch of different like variants and stuff. Let's see here.
Rob Zamora is saying that the female samurai should have blue eyes.
Yeah, that series was it really blew us away. Like I couldn't get over. We watched Onimushu the same weekend that we watched Blue Eye Samurai, and we were like, man, Onimushu was so good. But we were really glad we watched it before Blue Eyed Samurai because it was something else. It was really, really good.
Yeah.
We're waiting on so Creative Primitive is asking what the price point is. We were asking for a quote from the factory, but they did Lunar New Year, like right when essentially when we asked for the quote, and they just didn't have time to send it to us. So as soon as we hear back from them, we'll start advertising the price points and everything for them.
Don't they like take off for like 2 weeks?
They take off for it's more like a month.
Month.
They get a week to travel home and then a week to get back. So it really depends on how far away certain employees are.
Interesting. Okay.
So TBD.
Do you have any questions, Brandon? Chat, you guys ask more questions away on Bushido. Now, let me ask you this, Jason. Do you know what the code of Bushido is?
Drive your enemies before you, and hear the lamentations of their women.
Is that really what it is?
No, that's Conan. I don't know.
I have a question. I have a question
Sure.
for you. Do you know the name of Dr. Evil's cat?
Yes, I do. Mr. Bigglesworth.
See, how hard is that, Avi? How hard is that?
I said the same thing.
Is it too much to ask for freaking sharks with laser beams on their head? You just don't get it, do you?
That is awesome.
I have an accent, right? So like when I see, listen, so Gigglesworth. I said Bigglesworth.
Well, no, you just said Bigglesworth. So. That was funny.
So the Code of Bushido is the set of 7 principles that govern the lives of samurai warriors. These principles include loyalty, honor, respect, courage, honesty, righteousness, and consistency.
I believe you said there's 4 in the first wave, right?
No,
Yeah,
there's gonna be three in the first wave, and then
Okay.
after that, we'll do. I'm sorry, I'm reading the comments. Then after that, we'll do the. Did I say? I said Bigglesworth, right?
No, you did.
Or did
Yeah,
I-
you did.
I did, right? Okay. Anyway,
You did. Yes.
and then wave
I told-
2 we'll start
Totally
doing
Gigglesworth too.
4. Yeah.
So where I counted 4, there was the red one, the blue one,
Bounty Hunter,
the
and then the
Chinese
Ani.
one, and then the Oni.
This.
4.
Where'd you get the what?
You're holding up 3 fingers. You're doing this.
Oh, it was angled.
What were they again? You cut out.
I
the
thought
samurai.
I counted 4.
No, there's
Yeah,
3.
the three
It's the
samurai.
samurai.
Samurai,
and
Bounty
then the-
Hunter, and then the
Yeah, samurai, bounty hunter, and
Oni.
Ani.
Or if you're German, it's the Samurai, the Bounty Hunter, and then the Oni. That was
Go
an
back,
Inglorious
Abby, go back
Bastards
to the
rep.
pictures.
Pull up the replay.
Am I
okay.
tripping?
Yes, you
I
are
sw-
completely.
There was
Won't you trip like I do?
pull.
Let me share my screen again. It takes a minute because my computer's a little slow right now. Okay, so here's your Ani, or sorry, your samurai. Did it not click through? What is it? It doesn't want to share now. It's not happy.
Yeah.
All right, so that's
yeah,
one.
This one. Yes.
It's the same one. Same one.
Yep.
This is
This
the
one.
same. No, but this is the same one as this one.
Yeah, he just doesn't have his
Right,
helmet
but-
on in that.
Yeah.
But he's a
One?
different color.
It's because it's
Yeah. This
Okay,
is digital.
watch, go back
This is
to it.
real paint.
Go back to that. Okay, so just leave it on there for a second. Watch. Go back to the colored one or the actual paint master. Okay, so whenever I send over images, I light it with a cool tone, a warm tone, and then like a natural sunlight.
Okay.
So that's a cool tone. So that's why it looks different. So like the renders.
I was thinking
are
he
in
was
a
like
warm
blue.
tone. Yeah.
I
So the
gotcha.
renders are in a warm tone. This is in a. In other words, and this is also a little saturated too.
Okay.
But they look, when you hold them up to the light, you'll see it in person. So at the IshCon. What's it? Wait, what did it say? Let's see. Titan. It disappeared. There's a comment that something about Florida.
About Florida.
Florida.
This one.
Oh.
No.
I live in Florida.
I mean, he says in the south.
So whenever I did my first Kickstarter, I didn't realize that I said that instead of that. And I was just like, holy cow, we got to work on that, buddy boy.
I mean, it's about.
And I have
accent.
a lisp on top of it. So it's like Cajun with a lisp. It's like, holy cow.
I think I say dat sometimes. I have a bad habit of spelling YOU as just the letter U in like formal documents. Yeah, a lot.
All right. Well,
I'm
now
bad.
you know there's 3.
Yes,
Part
I get it. Yeah, but so you weren't confused, Avi, by that?
I was not, but at the same time, though, I mean, I was the one going through all the pictures, right? So makes sense.
Okay. Well, hey, even if it's those 3 look phenomenal, and that is a
Thank you
It
very
does.
much.
I'm very
multiple
very excited.
copies will be needed. Yes.
Yes. Can we put in our orders now?
Not yet.
I mean, he'll take
Not
the
yet.
money.
I just,
Can you just take my orders now?
I know, right?
Let's see. I did have some more questions about AWOK. Can we go back to that?
Yeah, sure.
So I'm just going through everything. You guys have an excellent comic book line for Animals of the Warrior, Animal Warriors of the Kingdom. I personally, I mean, I've been told this. I have not actually read them. I should do that though.
Whoever
but
said that's a smart.
it's a Cato. Cato told me about it.
Kato, yeah. Then he's
he had mentioned that it was an excellent comic. The writing was amazing, and the
Thank you.
artwork was really good. So my question to you was, who writes the comics and artwork and does the artwork?
So I write all of the comic books, and then Utama does all the artwork for it, and I also color the comic books. So yeah, Utama is just an outstanding artist.
That's amazing. I already asked that question. Then again, you kind of. This is going to be, I guess, an interesting question too. So the line you have for AWOK it's kind of like, it has like more of a cartoonish paint to it.
Right. So if you read the comic book, the toys are meant to be representations of the comic book, and we want to pitch the toys and comics as an eventual cartoon. So that's why they've got that aesthetic.
Okay. So have you guys ever thought about painting it in more like realistic fashion?
I was thinking about doing that. So if you look at the first Kickstarter, we did Ancients, which were just like really basic versions of the figures.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about, whenever we offer those again, doing a little bit more realistic paint apps, kind of similar to the Four Horsemen, where they've got like a bunch of dry brushing
like
and
Savage
stuff.
or Four Horsemen.
Yeah,
like
Savage Crucible's got like really great paint details and everything. So hopefully that answers your question.
That would be really dope, because again, like the scans are really well made, and you could definitely see that. And putting I'm just curious to see how, because I have a giant monkey army. I'm not.
Nice.
Like from different lines, right? Like, and
nice.
I have a bunch of the Spero or the AWOK monkeys part of that.
Oh, cool! Yeah.
So like that's why I was just curious if because I even use a lot of the the head. The head packs.
Oh, the head packs, yeah.
I have some of them on my Mezco figures, because they're weird. Like,
that's cool.
Like the black with the white face paint.
The ape. Yeah.
He's actually sitting in my Pink Skulls set. He's on a Pink Skulls body. He's got the Pink Skulls jacket on. He's just chilling on a pink couch, and that's one of my favorite figures on that shelf.
Awesome.
Let's see. I mean, I guess just talking about you're introducing Bushido. Have you guys thought about other stuff you want to introduce in the future?
Yeah. I mean, we've got other ideas. It's just mission drift can be real, so we don't want to kind of get too far out over our skis before we start announcing other stuff.
Yeah, it's amazing to see your range, because you have like the 2 figure lines. Not that one's high or low, but just as far as variety, are very different, right? And then,
for sure,
I'm curious to see like
one of the things.
Yeah.
Sorry, my internet's breaking up. Am I still on?
Yep.
Yeah, you're good.
I see you. Yep.
Yeah, internet's really crapping out. Sorry. Yeah, well, so one of the things that we wanted to kind of let people know is that, Spero's a brand, like AWOK's its own thing, and Bushido's its own thing. So we don't want to be kind of pigeonholed into just one thing. and we want to kind of show our range. And I feel like we did, you know, a very like a 180 from like very kind of cartoony stylized to really realistic stuff with a bunch of like highly detailed sculpts and paint apps. And we've got other really ambitious stuff and stuff that's not quite as ambitious. But, you know, all of it's fun. I don't want to do anything that I'm not excited or interested about. Like people will ask me like, hey, why don't you do this or that? And I'm like, well, it's not that we couldn't do it. It's just that I don't want to be bored talking about it or do something that I'm not interested in.
That makes a lot of sense, because why would you want to put all your passion into
something you don't enjoy,
that you hate or
right? Yeah. It's
yeah, that makes sense.
It's just one of those things where it's like, you know, this is a dream job, and like I don't want it to. There's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes, and I want to keep it as fun as possible, and I don't want to have to, you know, talk about something or, like you said, do something that I'm not like super excited about doing.
No, that's
That
understandable.
makes a lot of sense.
Brandon, you have any more questions?
Yeah, because you know we've spoken to a few people that we get to kind of peek behind the scenes, especially with like the process, like the manufacturing process. And I forget who it was, but or maybe it was it might have been we were talking with Cursed Dead. We were talking about how have you experienced yet in your process how the factories will sometimes take liberties on some of your stuff and be like, we think you might like this, and you either go, oh, that's cool, or like, hell no, what have you done?
So we're very lucky. I you know, Dan and Arlen talk about this with Hasbro, it happening on like parts. We're very lucky that our project manager is a fantastic sculptor, and he won't actually change anything that's like in production without asking or showing us.
That's
so
good.
originally, the mongrel did not have a dynamic opening and closing jaw. I asked him if he could do it, and he like sculpted it in real time, and I was like, yeah, that looks awesome. But
that's cool.
Otherwise he won't make, you know, too many adjustments. Sometimes it's more like on the engineering side as far as like an aesthetic thing. I'm trying to think of really good examples. I know that like our butterfly joints for series 1 were like really hard to dial in. It cost us like a month of like delays to try to get it dialed in. And so I think they might have made slight adjustments with that. And then they completely did the ratchet that's in all of the abs. So I think I know what it looks like. But they did that on their end.
That's cool.
Highly articulated. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I think it was actually Brutal that was telling us about they did those deep divot cuts in the backside of the backs. That's
so that they can like really kind of do that.
Arch it backwards. Yep.
But they took too much liberty, and they were like, no.
Too much. Yeah.
Highly articulated is asking, when you do a moose, will it be on the brawler buck or the bruiser buck?
I feel like it would make more sense on the brawler buck.
Heavy foreshadowing of demands.
I feel like a bear would be better on the bruiser buck.
Yeah. Ken's Toys, he has $1 million idea. Hardcore Southern Bayou people.
I love it.
And
Adam, make a note of that.
They come with gators, possums, and cottonmouths.
I was gonna say like a gator humanoid would be crazy.
The gator one would be fun too.
So we've got 2 big golden retrievers, and they like go out multiple times a day. And my little girl was like, "There's a possum in the backyard." This was like 2 days ago, and I went out and I saw it, and I thought it was like stuck in the fence at first. It was just kind of laying there like this, like that, and I kind of like petted its tail a little bit, and I was gonna grab it and pick it up, but like it got up the courage and like hurried up and scurried off. And she was like, "Are we gonna keep it?" And I was like, "Yes, we will call it Pepper." I haven't seen it since. I think I scared it. But,
Don't let it bite you.
It wasn't like hissing or anything. It was more like scared out of its mind.
Yeah.
Interesting. Did it not play dead?
It was playing dead.
It was okay.
But once I started like touching it, it was like, oh hell no, and it like ran. I was like, oh my god.
Did you gain any inspiration for the humanoid beasties from the movie? What was that weird, awesome movie?
Island of Dr. Moreau?
Dr. Monroe, yeah.
That was a book. I remember thinking it was really weird. Maybe
That was a book.
it was probably some sort of what's it called? Subconscious influence, but not directly.
Not like direct, but yeah. Just
Yeah.
like, interesting.
Man, they were
movie.
so weird.
Yeah.
They were well done.
Yeah.
Did you see the movie?
Oh yeah, I saw it. I saw it before I knew
Yeah.
there was a book.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Terrifying, crazy movie. No, but yeah, these are super awesome. I am stoked for the samurais.
Yeah.
Army building those for sure.
Yeah.
The Bushido, yeah, 100%. I'm all in.
Bushidos, the Oni. We had a couple of those guys.
Well, the Bushido line, that's what the line is called. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
like the Oni guy
it's
particular.
yes,
And
it's
then
Sony. Wow, samurai versus folklore.
Yeah.
So it'll be a bunch of different creatures.
That was going to ask you, like, I'm assuming a dragon's going to eventually show up too.
Yeah, for the 10th anniversary of Bushido, we'll do the dragon.
10th anniversary.
Yeah, like Four Horsemen did for the Mythic Legions.
I mean, but here's the thing though, like the Asian dragons, the Japanese dragons, they're not that big.
Right, they aren't. Yeah,
So you could make a small
The
one.
noodly ones. Yeah.
Exactly. You don't have to worry about like doing a monstrous dragon.
each figure will come with like just a little noodle body, and they'll just
There you
like
go.
keep
Build a
connecting it
dragon.
as
There
long
you
as they
go.
want.
Hey,
Make your own
that'd be sick.
dragon, and if you buy multiples, they'll come in. You could depends on how big you want to make that noodle dragon.
Right, that's it.
There you go. Any more questions, guys? If not, one second. Tengu in Wave 2. Titan is asking Tengu in Wave 2 of Bushido.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I don't
Under the
either, so-
Tengu birds from Power Rangers.
Like the
They're like a
anime
bird.
that I watched was like Ninja Scroll, Vampire Hunter D. What else? Gundam. That's like I've watched like old school anime. I remember watching one episode of Dragon Ball Z where Frieza and who's the main character
Of Dragon Ball.
Dragon
I don't
Ball?
know. I don't watch
Goku?
Dragon Ball.
with the hair, the black hair. They were talking the whole episode and
Goku.
like. Yeah, Goku was like building up like a power bomb behind his back, and like at the very episode, he's like, "Wow," and he throws it and like hits Frieza, and it was a marathon. And I was standing up watching it, and then like, and then it ends. That's the end of the episode, and then the next episode, like the smoke clears, and Frieza's like, "That didn't do
Yeah.
anything," and I was like, "Nope, I'm out. I'm done."
It took 5 episodes to build that up.
Yeah, I was like, "I'm done. I'm not
Yeah.
doing this." So that's all I know about it, and I was like. I like the character. I think they look fun, but I was like, no, it's not happening.
Sorry. I think I know what he's talking about now. Tengu is
I enjoyed
bird
Attack on Titan also.
Yeah, with the wings, they're that's probably what the Tengu warriors are influenced
this-
from. They're
Oh yeah. Oh well, that's cool looking.
This thing right here, right?
I thought he was talking about the birds from Power Rangers.
yeah.
Those were cool. Like I've got 2 of those figures, or maybe I have 3 of them. Those I think are really cool figures.
He's saying the Ani with wings. So this has like a bird. This has wings as well, but this is like a Asian inspired thing.
What brand is that?
That's a good question.
This is 5K. We just
It's
call
a
it 5K.
It's a 5K brand.
It's all
I have a
5K.
brand. Yeah.
It's all like the same design studio. They just use like 5 different factories, and 5 different factories, 5 different names.
It says made in China. That's the only thing I could read at the bottom. Everything else is in China.
We're doing 10 Monkey Kings.
Dude, Monkey Kings are. I have a bunch of them.
Whenever the Four Horsemen came out with theirs at PowerCon, someone told me that like because it was so popular, the factories were like there was like 5 other companies making them. I was like, that seems oversaturated, but okay.
I mean, V-Toys made like 2 or 3, and there was another company that made like 1 or 2. There's like an old man version. There's a young man version. There's like a general. There's just so many different.
There was
versions.
one came with soft goods, like a soft good tunic and pants that looked absolutely amazing, and like he
Yeah.
had like bigger arms that you could attach. That was
That's
absolutely
the V.
gorgeous.
That's the V Toys one, I think. I'm pretty
Does
sure.
this sound
Absolutely
familiar?
amazing. I still like the
Fancy
Four
Rome
Horsemen one the
Studio.
best, but yeah,
Fancy, yeah, that could be it. Yeah, Fancy Rome.
Ray
Yeah.
has Fancy
Yeah.
Rome.
Yeah, I mean, this is. I mean, I only bought it for the Asian inspiration look. To be honest, it'll go well with my Asian monster shelf. So, only reason why I got it. It comes with a big set of wings, and
just
it
don't
has
put it
like
with the Japanese stuff because they'll be hell to pay. They'll be fighting when you go to sleep.
I know, but that's the purpose of it, right? It's gonna
That's
go
an
with my.
attractive head.
I know I don't like that head scan, but that is like the Oni like the Oni, the demon style
Yeah.
head. So that makes sense. This is probably what that is, what he's referring to. Honestly speaking.
Well, yeah, so
Like
we just
crunchy.
got to, man. Now it's the patient part is.
So waiting, right?
Yeah.
The next question is: so, are you going to be showing up at ZoloCon? I think that's the next con you're going to be at, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we will be at ZoloCon. That's our first convention of the year.
First ZoloCon, that's in PA, guys.
It is. We were going to try to do the New Orleans show, but it was booked up, so we couldn't get in. Which is I'm honestly okay with it because it's more of like a autograph convention.
Oh,
But,
okay.
you know, but it's so close to home. We were like, I might as well try it. You know.
Nice. Okay. And then Toylanta, you guys will be at as well, and that's in Georgia.
Right. So we're gonna. Derek Sequoia and myself will be at Toylanta, and then Adam and Sergio will be at WonderCon on the same weekend. So we'll be doing each coast that weekend, which should be fun. I actually think Agent Gomez is going to be at WonderCon too. He'll be at the booth as well.
Yeah, Gomez. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's it. I mean, you and I will be meeting. I get Brandon. I don't know. Are you in a Toylanta?
We'll see.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
Hey, last year I had a lot of issues and I had to burn up a lot of PTO, but this year we are going full con everywhere.
There you go.
So
yeah.
I mean, I went to a
Tell
lot
them
of
you're
cons last
working
year too.
you're
but-
working remotely. Just take the laptop
Yeah.
with you.
I mean, exactly. No, so we'll meet each other at Toylanta, then IshCon, and then you said Joe Fest as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love that show.
I've never been to Joe Fest, so I'm excited to
Oh
go
my God,
this
it's
year.
such a good show.
Yeah, I've heard good things.
It's fantastic.
I'm just ready for these for cons to start and just get
Yeah, I know.
going.
I feel like
fun times.
we've got so used to traveling. I feel like I got cabin fever after Legion's Con. So, but I think I'm gonna dip out. I got to get back to painting this stuff.
Yeah,
Thank y'all so
again,
much for having
Jason.
me
Yeah,
on.
thank you for jumping on, man. We should definitely do
we
it again.
appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll
fun.
come on again whenever the Bushido line pre-orders go live.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
Thanks, Jason.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank y'all very much. Have a great night.
Yep, you too,
Have a
man.
good one.
Take care.
You too.
All right, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Next week for episode 10, next Friday, we have two new VIPs coming on that have never been on. So I guess I could go ahead and play that. I'm gonna go ahead and play that video. That's right. So next week we have Jersey Maniac and Anthony's Customs. They will be on. We're going to have a real discussion about action figures. Yeah,
It's
it's
gonna
going to be
get juicy.
hopefully. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But
It should be
again,
a lot of fun. Should be fun.
should be a hell of a lot of fun. I'm always having fun doing these things. So again, thank you all in the chat. We all appreciate you guys being here, watching us. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and play this one more time too, since we have sponsorship now.
Gather round, it's that time of year. The IshCon Toy Convention is finally here. From May 16th to the 18th, collectors and geeks, let's all take a leap. Oh, rejoice, rejoice, let the laughter flow at IshCon's Wonderland, where the good vibes grow. From vintage to modern, there's magic in the air in this toy-filled paradise.
There you go. So, congratulations, Laserpants, for winning the giveaway today.
Actually, you did see his comment, right?
About donating it to someone else.
Yeah. So
Right.
maybe we'll have to do that at some point.
I told him to pick someone though. Hopefully,
Okay.
he does.
Well, however, that works.
Yeah.
And then also, you saw the advertisement maybe twice tonight, but the road to 1,000 is a real thing.
Should I play
It's
the video
really
again?
happening.
Should I play it again?
What? Go for it.
Okay.
Join the club, the fight is on. Action figures shine like the break of dawn. Collectors gather around, any drink will do. Pick a fight club, we welcome you. We welcome you. Raise your drinks up high, let's cheers. You're among collectors and like-minded peers. From stores to conventions, we take you backstage, exploring figures from modern day to the Stone Age. Join the club, the fight is on. Action figures shine like the break of dawn. Collectors gather around, any drink will do. Pick a fight club, we welcome you.
There you go. And a reminder that tomorrow Just Jeff is going live at 10 a.m. Central for his 24-hour stream for Dobby. He's going to be doing giveaways as well, and I think he's also giving away a Dragonfly at the end. So 24 hours starting tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Time at Just Jeff's channel. Again, everyone, thank you very much. We appreciate you all for being here. Make sure to hit that like button. That was racist.
It had to do with the line.
But
It's only racist if you say it.
take care, everyone, and we will see you on Tuesday for
was
open mic night. Take care, guys. Peace.
As we wrap up tonight's fun, the figures in talk, so we've just begun. Join us next time for thrills anew. In the world of FigureFightClub, it's all for you. Make sure to subscribe and smash that like button. See you next week on FigureFightClub. Stay strutting. This isn't goodbye, it's just to see you later. In the meantime, go check out another creator. So keep your figures on display until we gather here someday. Remember the tales and the laughs we shared. Here at FigureFightClub, you're treasured and cared.